Pitbull Cruz, what makes you think that's a cherry pick? Because at the end of the day, last time I checked,
he needs to fight someone at 140, not a guy that's making his debut.
Regardless, if you truly.
Welcome back once again, y'all, to the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. It's your boy Mac. Now let me ask you guys something. What's more dangerous, a vicious Pitbull or a lightning strike? As we know, Isaac Pitbull Cruz will be taking on Jose El Rayo Valenzuela live on August 3rd at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles. I personally cannot wait for this, guys. But as usual, I will be handing this over to my co-host. Now let's talk some boxing.
Welcome back to the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. My name is Eric.
And I'm Alex.
And today we're going to be talking about the co-main fight in Los Angeles, the BMO Stadium, August 3rd for the Terrence Crawford vs. Israel Madrimov fight card. Man, Isaac Pitbull Cruz will be facing Rayo Valenzuela.
Man, it's going to be interesting seeing Pitbull up against someone like this. You know, I feel like Pitbull's kind of overrated in a way, and someone like Rayo would expose him.
Really? I feel like he is overrated to a sense, but at the same time, this guy's the real deal. Every time he fights...
But against who, though?
He gives the fights people want to watch. You know what I mean? He always fights the way people want to see him fight. He never shies away from a fight. And, man, this guy's just exciting.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like you could say the same thing about Canelo going up against Berlanga. It's going to be exciting. He's going to get the knockout. He's going to give what the people want. But it's not about that. People obviously fighting this guy because he's naturally from 135, from a lower weight division. He's not fighting a guy from 140.
Yeah, but if we look at it, Pitbull was campaigning at 135. He just moved up to 140 and got a belt against Rolly Romero.
And he's champion there. Why is he fighting a guy that's from 135?
This guy wanted the smoke. And honestly, this fight has been in the mix. I mean, I remember when Andy Ruiz fought King Kong Ortiz, they were already talking about making this fight. But that same night, that's when Rayo took that loss against Edwin de los Santos. I
just feel like this is somewhat of a, like, I wouldn't want to say cherry pick, but it is cherry pick for Pitbull. I feel like he gave this fight to Rayo way too easily because he knew that Rayo has his chin up in the air and the way he's somewhat chinny. I just feel like this isn't the right fight for Pitbull.
I think this is an exciting fight. To be honest, I think this is one of the better fights on this fight card. I think the styles make good matchups. I mean, we know Rayo is a puncher. He just came off a great win, probably the best win of his career against Chris Colbert, where he knocked him out brutally. And we know he should have originally won that first fight. And we also know that Pitbull's coming off a great win against Rolly Romero. So I feel like the cards align. They're ready to fight. It's a Mexican showdown. They're both from Mexico. They both bring the fight. Again, Rayo is more of a technical boxer, boxer-puncher, if you want to say, and Pitbull's a pressure fighter. This always makes for a great fight.
Now, would you say someone that's very, how can I say, someone like Pitbull that's very, he's not really that dimensional. He's very just one-dimensional. Going up against someone like a boxer against Rayo, how would he fare against someone like that, you know?
Well, if we're being honest, yes, Pitbull is one-dimensional in the senses we know what we're going to watch when we see Pitbull, right? He's going to come forward. He's going to throw a lot of hooks, a lot of overhand rights. But at the same time, I mean, if you look at it, he wins like that. You know, he gets the job done.
Against who?
Rayo's fought literally less opposition than Pitbull Cruz.
And look why Pitbull's fighting him, because he knows he hasn't.
But who do you have winning?
Look, I might get a lot of hate for this, but I'm gonna have Rayo beating him off an upset, and he's gonna win by a split decision.
So if you say that, then why is it a cherry pick?
Because I feel like someone like Cruz, he knows. Or he thinks he knows that this is going to be easy fight.
But if Rayo Valenzuela presents that much of a challenge against Pitbull Cruz, what makes you think that's a cherry pick? Because at the end of the day, last time I checked,
he needs to fight someone at 140, not a guy that's making his debut.
Regardless, if you truly believe that Rayo could beat someone like Pitbull, then that's not a cherry pick, because that just tells you that this is going to be a fight. You know what I mean? Personally, I think Pitbull Cruz is going to get the job done. I think Rayo is going to present a lot of issues, being that he is a bigger fighter. You know, he might have came from 135, but he is the taller guy, the one with the bigger range, and he does have knockout power. I think he will present some issues in the beginning because look who he's backed up by. He's backed up by Robert Garcia, and we know Robert Garcia has a lot of champions, a lot of world champions. But at the end of the day, I just feel like someone like Pitbull Cruz knows how to keep that pressure on you. We saw how he did against Gervonta Tank Davis, the fighter that's possibly the face of boxing right now.
One arm.
Exactly, but still, regardless, it's very impressive the fact that he went all 12. Only one other person has done that in his career. So being the fact that Pitbull always comes to fight, I just think that he is going to cut the ring off on Rayo. You know, it's going to be kind of tricky at first. He will be getting hit down the middle a lot, but I just eventually see Rayo sticking his chin up way too high in the air and getting knocked out.
Yeah, I disagree. I feel like Pitbull, he didn't knock out the guy before Rolly. You know, he didn't look too good there. And the guy had his hands down. He had his chin up in the air. He still couldn't get him out of there.
And you're talking about Anthony Cabrera, but let me tell you the difference. Anthony Cabrera is a way bigger fighter. He's taller. You know, we know he likes to work off his jab.
He's
and
from 135.
He moves around a lot. You know what I mean? But apart from that, the difference here is that, you know, Rayo's a little bit shorter than Anthony Cabrera. And apart from that, you know, Pitbull.
But he's a better boxer.
Who have we seen him up against?
It's clear. Fundamentally, Cabrera has his hands down, and Rayo's always outboxing his opponents.
Well, regardless what you think, I just think Pitbull has the right style to beat someone like Rayo Valenzuela, and I don't see too many people beating Pitbull. I only think the people that could beat Pitbull are the A-class level fighters, and I just unfortunately think Rayo's not there yet.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw how he got knocked out against Edwin De Los Santos, and I think apart from Edwin being the technical boxer he is, I think it was the power. We know that Rayo is very good offensively, but defensively, he has a lot of fundamental issues, and he gets hit because he keeps his chin up, and his defense isn't the best. Now, will he learn from Robert Garcia? Yeah, possibly, for sure. I think he learned a lot, but this is barely, his second fight with Robert Garcia?
But look at stylistically, the reason why De Los Santos even beat Rayo was because he had a good jab. We all know that Pitbull he's not known for his jabs, you know. I feel like De Los Santos is just better fundamentally. He has more dimensions in his game. The way how he fights, he's just someone that would hit you like set you up in a way, not like Pitbull. Pitbull, he'll throw everything at you, and you could see the punches coming.
Yeah, you can, but can you stop them? That's the difference. I mean, Edwin De Los Santos is a hell of a fighter, but he hasn't beat no one other than Rayo Valenzuela.
Because he hasn't got the opportunity.
He got the opportunity to fight Shakur Stevenson.
And what's his name hasn't. And you think Shakur would have any trouble with Pitbull?
I mean, the fact that he had some troubles against Edwin De Los Santos, I think he would have a lot of trouble.
Edwin is a better fighter, in my opinion.
Edwin De Los Santos has power, right? But he isn't a pressure fighter. So what does Shakur lack? He lacks the potential to go forward. So he likes to move a lot. Because Edwin De Los Santos had the power, Shakur was moving. Pitbull brings the pressure, so you know Shakur would be on his bicycle.
I just feel like this is like the discussion we had with Teofimo up against Jermaine Ortiz, and when he went up against Taylor. I just feel like, you know, Jermaine Ortiz is just more of a dangerous fighter because he's just fundamentally better. Taylor's more mechanical, but my point is that this is the exact same thing. I just feel like someone like Rayo is just going to be a bunch of issues.
You know, Rayo's not known for moving. You know, he's more known for being a boxer puncher. So that means he will stay in front of you, but he will try to box you. The difference here is that Pitbull will be coming towards you all night. You know, you could be hitting Pitbull, but you could throw the kitchen sink at Pitbull. But Pitbull's going to keep coming forward, and he's going to put the pressure on you. And another thing that a lot of us overlook in Pitbull Cruz is his defense. He's always keeping his hands where they need to be, something that Rayo Valenzuela doesn't do.
Yeah, but you could easily get outboxed just being a pressure fighter like that.
I think so when you're an elite fighter, and I just don't think Rayo's there yet.
My final prediction for this would be Rayo by a split decision, like I said.
I think Pitbull has enough tools in the glove compartment to just get the job done. I think we will see a great fight. I think this is a fight we've been wanting to watch, personally, me. And I just see Pitbull knocking him out within, I want to say 8 rounds. I think it'll be a good fight, but I think Pitbull gets the job done. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think Rayo takes this one in a surprise upset? Or do you guys think Pitbull Cruz is just too good and he's going to be the next Mexican star? Thank you guys again for tuning in. My name is Eric.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm your boy, Mac. Thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And are you guys ready for the fight card of the century? Because we sure as hell are.